Hello and welcome to another episode of my daily mood room videos. This is a what I watched video for the week of the 24th to the 30th, and this I probably actually be going up on the 31st. So actually going up free winning. It would be going up normally, so I think these videos now are on track, but it does mean, because I'm not behind, I'm going to have to shoot them on the Sunday morning for the evening. So like the last week's watching pile, I was able to allocate 3 separate videos for that over 3 days. I don't have the space on my schedule to do that, so I'm going to do this as parts, because like the last time I've watched about 20 or so on the Sunday, and there'd be too much to show, so I want to do this as possibly 3 or 4 parts, depending how many I watch. The Friday, today, and tomorrow, Saturday. Definitely at least 2 more parts anyway, but it might be 3. Just because I don't want to be showing like 100 titles in one video, whatever many titles it is. So yeah, again, it's all DVD singles. Slowly getting there. Still got quite a few to watch, but I've watched a good chunk of them, and all the ones I've seen so far, apart from these, I've now finally catalogued. So once I've shown these ones in videos, I'll catalogue them, and then they can go back downstairs. So I'll say there's 20 titles in this one, and try and be fairly quick with these. I'm not sure how long it'll take. A couple of things I do want to mention, if the things up here in this video. And these are in the order I've watched them, just got to fit in that pile. This is Golf Abstract Machine. Now, I did show one of these previously. I did mention in the last What I Watched video, the 3rd one or 4th one, whatever it was, that I thought this was going to be in that video. So what I was going to say about it basically was, this is the first one that was put out at the time. I think they must have reissued the single, which is why it's got another DVD release. But yeah, it's got 2 live tracks on there. One's a video. So yeah, basically 2 of these, but they are different. Next up is Oasis, and this is Importance of Being Idle. And this has a lot of the video on. A couple of the Oasis ones of these haven't got videos on. The demo, again, the demo is a bit different to the main one. You've got the making of, and you've got the audio track as well. Next up is Let There Be Love. This has the video, but I think it was like a live video file. That's the version of the video that's part of that. And that features excerpts from the Lord Don't Slow Me Down, which I have watched now. I do want to do a video about talking about that at some point. Then you've got the audio and the demo. The audio main track and the demo, again, slightly different. I do have the Oasis thing they put out with all the videos anyway, so I have all the videos elsewhere. Next up is Muse Starlight, and this is just in a cardboard case. And it's got the video, audio, and the making of. A few Muse coming up, and there's one I want to talk about as well. Next up is Bliss. This is one of their early singles. This was actually off the first album. And making of Bliss and the audio, but not the video. Never sure why they don't release them, why they don't put the video on. You know, what you're making of a video, but you haven't got the video on there. Next up is 9 Inch Nails. Not like a 9 Inch Nails fan as such. Do have 2 of their DVD singles, this being one. The one I've got downstairs to watch. This is The Hand That Feeds. People, I do like the song. And then yeah, it's video album version, straight mix. I can't remember what that, if it's like a normal mix of it or a remix. Next up is My Red Cell. Don't think they did much really, apart from one album. This is In a Cage on Prozac. And they've got 2 videos in there. Quite sort of punky band. I do like them. So they don't think they did too much. They're kind of just sort of, you know, there's all these bands who do one album and then they kind of disappear. That is documentary on there, and it's got making of in the Cage and Prozac, but it hasn't got the video for that on there. No, that's actually, hasn't it? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's got 2 videos on there. I think that was the only 2 singles, if I remember rightly. So that is from 2004, so it's 17 years old now. Next up is the music. Again, a band that doesn't exist anymore, although Robert Harvey, the lead singer, he's now doing guitar and backing vocals for Kasabian. So that's got a live track on there, which is, there's a DVD of that I've got, live blank canvas. So it's got the video from that concert. Next up is another Muse, and this time is running out. Again, standard music, video, the audio, and making of. Next up is Nice Sardonia. This is one I want to talk about. If I can get this out. So this is again a cardboard case. Now I did notice on this, disc is fine plays, but as you can see, yeah. So, actually, it's more have come off. I'm trying to do this best way around. So I don't know if this is obviously glued on, but it's all bobbling. So I was trying to push it to flatten it, and what I ended up doing was popping it, and that paint came off. So, I mean, disc is fine because that's the top layer and that's the side that's obviously doesn't go into the player, and you do have discs with nothing on the top. But yeah, that I kind of the one that's done this. I'll show that, and it's in one of these other videos, and not as bad as this one. This one's actually worse than I thought, but yeah, it's all gone around there. So I've only noticed 2 like this so far, so there's another bit there. So yeah, that paint, basically, I pushed it and it came off. I think it was that bit that come off, and then that bit seems to have come off in the packaging, because I don't forget, I bought this back in, I can find out when I bought this, 2006. So I bought this, watched it, and then I've not touched it since. So I don't know if it's just wasn't well manufactured, or heat or cold got it or whatever, but yeah. So it's a bit worse than I thought. I don't want to start missing it. I was looking to get a replacement, but I can't find this for sale. And, it could all be like this. It could just be, some of them, or just mine. But, yeah, but the disc plays, and I'm assuming some of the other paint stuff's in there, so I'll have to sort that out. But, yeah, it does make you wonder why everyone's done it, because I've got, with DVDs and Blu-rays, I've got thousands of discs, so you do think, can that happen to something else where it's got printed on the front? Obviously, it doesn't affect the playback, because the hard discs you get with no artwork on, they're clear, but obviously it doesn't look good. But I only know because I've rewatched this. I mean, if I hadn't watched it again, I would just been sat down and wouldn't even have a clue. But yeah, it's got a video, audio, and making off on there. Next up, back to Oasis again. This is the Hindu Times. Now, this doesn't have the video on. It's got the audio and the demo, and it's got a documentary, which I think only appears on this. And like an Ash one, I'm going to be showing in part 2 or part 3 of these videos. It's 3 or 4 part documentary split over the singles. So yeah, it hasn't got the music video on. See, that one's fine. So I have been checking these ones since I noticed that one, and apart from the U2 one, I think not had any problems with any other ones. Next up is Stop Crying Your Heart Out. And again, so I've got these videos on the Oasis DVD, so it's not like I've not got them. And then there's part 2 there. And I don't think they want necessarily 10 minutes. Someone says 10 minutes, it might be only 8 minutes. Then it says part 3 will follow the next single. It's from their first ever on the road documentary. So I'm not sure if this is available on something else or just on these releases. Obviously these aren't really available now. You know, they're not in print. They've come out back in whenever it was, 2005, 6 or something. You know, and they're not easy to get hold of now. Then we've got Little by Little and She Is Love. And the single was Little by Little, She Is Love, but it hasn't got She Is Love on there, it's only got Little by Little. For some reason, I don't know why. But again, it's got the documentary on there, part 3. And this is when, like they said, oh, you know, they talking about carrying on for another 10 years, because it's obviously 15 years ago now, 16 years ago. Is there a year on this I can see? Can't see, yeah. I mean, this was, actually, it might be in 2002, probably older than I thought, because that's when the thing was from. Yeah, so talking about carrying on for ages, and then obviously wasn't long after this. Really, a couple of years, few years after this, they split up. Then we've got Songbird. Not a huge fan of this song. This was written by Liam Gallagher. But, it's got a documentary on there, interview. Yeah, and just audio, Songbird, and the demo, no video. But and it's got still similar documentary to what's on the other ones I've just shown. Then we've got Placebo, Infrared. And this actually has got the video on, and Song Say Goodbye, which is like a mini short film. I think it's like 6-7 minutes. I think I prefer that song on the Song Say Goodbye to Infrared. But to have Placebo, been to them for however long they've been around. Next up, we've got Dirty Pretty Things. This was Carl Barrett's band after he left Libertines, and I think the drummer as well was in this one. I don't know he's doing anything with them anymore. But yeah, it's got the video on, documentary, and live performance. I think that, can't remember if that's audio or video performance, the live one. But yeah, so that's just the silver disc printed on, so that music one isn't really a problem. Because they are normally just basically discs are silver to start with anyway. But yeah, I suppose that's probably because it's printed on, that one's probably glued on. I don't know how they do them, but as they fall over. Then we've got Stereophonics, Maybe Tomorrow. And again, it's one of these where you got the audio and you got to make another video, but not the video itself. But again, that's how I've got, like the Oasis ones, I got these videos on another DVD. And I'm not sure this is a photo gallery with the audio playing from the song or just some photos. These photo galleries never seem to have any pictures on. I think usually got like 5 or 6 pictures on, just repeating them. Seems a bit of a waste really, why they don't put more on, but you can't just watch it, turn on the screen, see the pictures, and then you can just carry on and just listen to the audio. Next up is Coldplay and Clocks. And we've got the video on, live performance, and 2 live performances interview. I did mention when I talked about the scientist, I noticed on the back when I was updating it today, so basically he actually sang the whole thing backwards. It wasn't like just miming to it, he was actually sang it backwards. And because I thought it was really good how they did it, that's why I put the reverse version on. So, can you imagine? It's not a case of just reading a word backwards, you know, it's the way you pronounce the word. Because if you read something backwards and then play that forward, it wouldn't sound like it should do. So yeah, it's a fine art to doing that. I don't know if he did the whole thing in one go or in bits, but yeah. So it's Coldplay clocks. Just a couple more. We'll need 16 minutes, so I'll split this into a few videos. So Crack Out of Our Minds. Video and then behind the scenes and audio. Most of these basically all similar really. And I said before, a lot of these bands didn't really release any proper DVDs outside these ones. And the band, I'm not sure what's happened to them. Probably no longer around. Kind of lost track of new music and stuff around about 2010, so sort of any new bands around at the time or any of the bands that were around, you know, sort of lost track who is and isn't around. Obviously the Strokes, I haven't heard the new stuff, but they're still around. So, and obviously things like bands like the Killers and stuff are. Next up is Polyphonic Spree. And again, I think it's the only DVD I've got. Wouldn't mind seeing some more of their videos and performances. It's like 15 people in the band. And again, I think they might still be around. They've done more albums than I'm aware of, so I probably will go and listen to their other albums I've not listened to. But very basic artwork on that one. And you've got the video, and you've got the normal mix, and then obviously the 2 remixes. Then come to the last 2. Corinne Bailey Rae, Put Your Records On. So I've got actually, don't know if it's my pile here to watch, I've got like a live DVD of hers. So this has got 2 audio tracks and video, and the live track, which might be the one that's on that DVD, might be that same performance. I think she's still doing stuff. And the last couple of things, Muse, Invincible, again in a cardboard case, but this one's fine. And it's got the video, and it's got audio, and then like a live video as well. And then the last one, Muse, and this is Supermassive Black Hole. And then again, video, audio, and a making of. So yeah, that was basically what I watched on the Sunday. I watched quite a lot. I could have watched a bit more, but I mean, that one, technically I finished off just past midnight on Monday, but all intents and purposes, class that as Sunday. So yeah, probably be at least 2 more of these videos, possibly 3, depending on how many I'll watch it over the next 2 days. But yeah, these all go up at the same time. It's easier for me to do 4 or 5 videos, which is a bit shorter than having like one hour-long video or something, which no one's ever going to watch all of that. But yeah, so that's basically for the 24th, for the Sunday, and then so I do the days and separate videos. But yeah, that's it for today's episode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.